All right, what's up, family? Got another family video for you. We're going to title this one, very important. So disrespectful how parents and grandparents are often forgotten. You ever think about that? I've seen this type of behavior so often, especially with grandparents. How grandparents are normally totally forgotten about. Especially the older they get. No one would want to admit this, but the older grandparents get, and the more that people can't benefit off of them. Mm-hmm. See, if you can't benefit off of grandma and granddad no more, they tend to don't even want nothing to do with you no more.
To forget them.
You know what I mean? It kind of reminded me of, there was an old commercial, a cable commercial a while ago. Y'all probably all seen it. Where the mom had told the kids, the little kids, she told the kids, I'm about to drop you off at your grandparents' house. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And right away, the kids like, they felt so insolent. And as always, it don't stop. I'll give you a word of the day. What does the word insolent mean? If you look it up, it means rude, arrogant behavior, disregard, disrespectful. Mm-hmm. The moment on the commercial, it was like a Verizon commercial or Infinity commercial about Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
The speed and all that. So the moment the mom said to the kids, we're about to go over grandparents' house, the kids were so insolent. Rude, disrespectful, right? They was like, we don't want to go over grandparents, granddad, and grandmother. They're so boring. It's corny over there. They wanted nothing to do with their grandparents. You see what I'm saying? Because they look at it like, we don't get nothing from grandparents. But y'all get a lot of love. You see what I'm saying? But oh and behold, when they got over to this day, grandma went out and bought all the snacks, the candies, and everything that they liked. But most importantly, grandma called the cable company and she got Wi-Fi installed in the house. So when the kids was dropped off, they was all feeling all insolent, and grandma met them at the door. She was like, come on, kids, I got a surprise for you guys. She was going out of her way because she want to make her grandkids happy. Mm-hmm. She was willing to do anything like most grandparents. They willing to do anything for attention and love and respect from their family. A lot of times the family forget that they even exist when they feel like they can't get enough from them no more. And when the kids came in the house, they was like, and the grandparents like, guess what I got? I got the new Wi-Fi. And they seen the Wi-Fi, she went and got them video games. All of a sudden, they love being with grandma. And when the moms came to pick them up, they was like, no, we don't want to go. We want to stay with grandma. Because they're getting something. Mm-hmm. See? But think about it. When grandma and granddad, the older they get, when you can't benefit from them no more other than love. Love is the greatest thing. You can't put a price on that. But people tend to forget about grandma and granddad. You remember that commercial, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sad.
Yeah,
it was funny, but it's so true.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? I hear stories here and there about how old people that nobody comes to visit them.
They're forgotten.
Yeah. And I'm saying to myself, wow, babe, do you think that when we get old, we're going to be just like them? Because I hear so many stories.
It happens all too often.
But even if you're not old, you got parents and grandparents that are in that level of that everybody's getting older and nobody intends to visit them. Not even a phone call.
That's funny.
Not even a phone call.
Remember when we was back in Jersey, we knew this family, with this husband and wife. They was an elderly couple.
Yeah.
And remember, we chat with them every now and then, but remember they was going on a cruise. You remember them?
Oh,
I ain't even gonna mention their names.
Yeah.
They was going on a cruise. And we was like, that's wonderful. That was wonderful. Her and her husband, it took them a long time, but they said, we're going on a cruise. And they asked us, while we gone, could you guys every now and then just monitor our house? She's like, we got cameras, you don't gotta worry about that. Just that every now and then go around if you don't mind. And we of course, we said, sure. Now, this the same couple. The few times that we chatted with them, it was particularly the wife. The father, me and him would talk about tools or whatever. But occasionally she would tell us, you could tell she was heartbroken. She was telling us how she has multiple sons, and I think she had one daughter, I think. But she said they never come visit her. Never visit her.
She also spoke about the many grandkids
they have multiple grandkids. And she said, I barely see my grandkids. And she used to pull it the few times we went up, because I used to read books together too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she used to pull out the album. She was so proud of her grandkids and showing us pictures and this and that and blah blah blah, telling us our age and all that. And she said they never have time. She said, I understand. She was making excuses for them. She's like, I understand they're busy, but I would really love it. They come and visit me sometimes, but let me show you his graduation. And did I show you my son? He started his own business, and and my daughter, she got married and blah. She was so proud, but she was also telling us how they don't visit. And she went as far as she even went and got a pool installed in her yard because she thought this would bring them there, but they never visit. And we could hear the hurt in her voice when she was saying it. And we can see the proudness when she was showing us all the pictures. Remember that?
Exactly.
But then, when they was going on that vacation, she asked us to just keep a look at the house, which we did. Well, mine love being around good people. Do you know, when they went on vacation, we happened to walk by the house, we seen her sons and her daughter and all the grandkids having a party at their parents' house. Because she had the pool. They was having a pool party and all that. They was having a good time. Boy, we seen car after car pull up. They had towels and everything. And they was there for a couple of days. And we was like, look at this. They having good for them. But oh and behold, y'all taking advantage of your parents' house because they not there.
And you know what, like you said, it's disrespectful.
The insolence.
Yes. Very disrespectful, and it's very insulting. Very insulting. For them to, when they find out that they came by and they...
Remember, she got cameras.
Yeah.
Because we spoke to her later. We ain't going to sit there talk bad about her fan. That's her fan. But we was like, hey, well, we see, you had some company while you guys was out. She said, oh, yeah. Do you know they were here for 3 days? They was on, I think, a 2-week cruise.
Yeah.
She said they were here for 3 days and they had a good time at our house. And we was like, well, that's good. She said, yeah, but they don't never do it when we're here. And you see? Act like you want nothing to do with your grandparents. If you can't get nothing monetary, meaning money, if you can't get nothing monetary from your grandparents, you act like you want nothing to do with them no more. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
The insolent disrespect. Remember, insolence. It means the arrogant, disrespectful, disregard, bad manners. And it's crazy. And you like the title of the video. So disrespectful how parents and grandparents are often forgotten, especially when kids and grandkids feel like they can't get nothing monetary, some type of monetary gain from their grandparents or whatever. Yeah. They feel like, I don't want to deal with them no more. It's sad, right?
It is, Bobby. I'm telling you. And you can't even quite make an excuse of why they're not doing it because there is no excuse. There is no such thing as to accept that attitude.
Money. They all want money.
You cannot accept that attitude. It's almost like you're saying you're gonna die all alone with nobody around.
But once they die, then everybody wanna be at the funeral. How we miss grandma and granddad. Then y'all watch this. I got a great one for you. I love going into my old archives of the Twilight Zone. Do y'all remember? It was an old Twilight Zone talking about this. Yeah. It was called The Mask. I pulled it back up to refresh my memory.
No, that was crazy.
Remember, the father, he was a rich guy. He invited all his kids to the house. None of them wanted nothing to do with him. The insolence, they was like, we're busy. We got things to do. We ain't got time for you. And so now he sent them another one through his lawyer and told them that he was about to die. And he wanted to go over the will and all the stuff that he's going to leave them. All of them going to be filthy rich if they come to his house and they agree to see him one last time. And he has a surprise for all of them. That's all he wanted to do, see his family. See? And he was real sick. And if y'all remember, it's called The Mask. And when they got there, he gave them the terms. They was acting like, oh, what do you got for us? What do you got for us? And he was like, look, just calm down. I want to talk to you guys. I wanted to see you guys. And they act like they had nothing to do with him.
But they were so blatant.
Insolent.
Disrespect.
Insolent. Disrespect. Bad manners. Arrogance. You know? So he asked them all to wear these masks. All these funny masks. And they was like, Dad, what kind of nonsense is this? He said, listen, long as you agree to wear these masks for one whole day, and the next day I will guarantee you all the money and all the possessions I got will be yours. but you just got to stay in this house for one day. And they all agreed. And when the next day came, their daughter was the first to open her mouth because the father was like, he was real weak. She said, Daddy, are you feeling more sick or something like that? She said, are you feeling really weaker? It's like she can't wait till he died so she could get all his money.
Each mask had a meaning, right?
Each mask had a meaning. So now, because when they can see each other masks, but they can't see their own.
Right.
And so now, sure enough, boom. His last words was, he said, listen, all of you came to see me on my last day. And you all agreed to wear the mask like I asked. So all of you will be filthy rich beyond your dreams because you agreed. But, remember I always say this. Somebody use the word but, they about to say the opposite. It's a beautiful day out, but it's going to rain tomorrow. Later, rather. So anyway, he said, y'all all agreed. He said, however, he started running them down. The one daughter, all she is about greed. She had a mask of greed, an ugly mask of greed. The other son, it was something about, I don't know if he was a doctor or whatever, but he just loved inflicting pain on people. And the father said, you love to inflict pain on people, and you get pleasure from it the way someone will get pleasure from a kiss or a hug. You are a sad man. And he said, and the other daughter, he said, your whole life, you're always in the mirror. Always worried about your looks. So she had like an ugly mask and all that.
Yeah.
Then the other, so he broke them all of them had real ugly mask. And now, he had a mask of death and he died. Now they filthy rich. Now they went to take off their mask. Their faces was forever
It was
that
the
ugly look.
expression of who they were.
Of thank you. Who they were. Now they was real disappointed. Like, our father tricked us on his deathbed. No, but see, y'all never took time to come see your father. Never cared for him, like you said about the one son. You have no love or compassion for nobody. Everything with you is what you could get out of somebody. You could care less about no one. You know? So now they all got a taste of, see, you never thought your dad was important to come spend time with him. It's all about money and yourself, your greedy, selfish self, your insolent self, your disrespectful, bad-mannered self. I love that episode. It's so many Twilight Zones. It's amazing.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. But I think that we're living in a world of people just don't care about the loved ones no more. The parents and grandparents are just being abandoned. It's like they just being like, no, it's a no matter thing.
If there's no monetary gain. See, if they could get, if the parents and the grandparents, if the parents is babysitting the kids, if the parents is giving money, if the parents is doing something that the kids can benefit from, oh, they messing with them all day long. But the moment dad, mom, granddad, grandma say, whoa, just come over, I want to share time with y'all, but I'm not here to babysit your kids all day. The moment grandparents or parents say, whoa, we got our own life, we just want to see y'all, but we're not here to be your personal ATM machine, to be your personal babysitter. If grandparents and parents cut the babysitting out, and the ATM machine up, you'll see. All of them, they want to show you an abundance of love. All of a sudden, all the kids and grandkids, they act like they want nothing to do with parents and grandparents because you're really only there for monetary gain or a free babysitter.
Because you know how many times parents and grandparents are out there whenever they get a chance to speak to their kids or their grandkids, and they even ask them something so simple. Could you just give me a call every now and then, please?
Just a call.
Just a begging. Why does a parent
way
and
you said
grandparent
that,
have to beg?
Begging the grandkids, just give me a call.
That shouldn't even be on the table. That should be something that in back of the grandkids and the kids of the parents should be on their mind, that when you have parents that always been care, that they care them and they actually love them and they gave them everything, why can't you just make sure that they are in your priority list?
And watch this real ugly side of it. I've known elderly people who lost everything. And you know what their kids and their grandkids doing for them? Nothing. You imagine that, an elderly couple. I'm not saying nothing that's crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I've known elderly couples that lost their home, lost everything they got because while they had everything, they were spending everything but taking care of everybody. You know, my grandbaby got locked up. I had refinanced the home to get a lawyer and get out of jail. You know, oh, my son went bad with his business. I spent money to help him pay off his loans and get him back right. Oh, my grandbaby had kids by somebody ain't helping. I let them stay in my house for the last 5 years and raise their kids, always babysitting their kids. Oh, I refinanced the house again to help my other grandbabies go to college and this and that. Everybody eating off of grandma and granddad. But then grandma and granddad lose the house, lose everything they got. And all the grown-ass kids and all the grown-ass adults, grandkids, it's like, granddad, grandma, they on their own.
They got the most.
And now they're at the age where they're kind of losing. They're not physical that good no more. Mentally a little off. And look how, it burns me up when I see that.
They got the most stupidest excuses.
I've seen it
that
one time
don't make sense. But in their head, they think they are making an excuse.
Selfish. Insolent.
But you know what? I always believe that what goes around comes around. One day, they will be older. And then when they get to that level of age, they're going to have that taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, I tell you, when we were sitting with
how the world runs.
With the lady, like I said, I don't see her name, the lady back in Jersey, who knows, she probably passed away by now. When she was showing me, she had a big picture of her granddaughter right there in the living room above the TV. She was funny too, because she had I remember my son bought her a flat screen TV. She was funny. And she still had that old wooden TV in the box, and she had the flat screen in front of it, still in the box. She said, my grandson bought me that contraption. I don't need all that stuff. I was like, this is a flat screen. You can put she said, I don't need that. I just need my old TV.
But she was stuck in her old ways.
Because she still had a rotary phone.
Yeah, in her old ways. But
and she did have a good sense of humor.
Yes.
Because I used to joke with her all the time.
She was stuck in her old-fashioned ways. But when you really look at it, back in the days, the old-fashions, there was families
Before all this internet nonsense.
that looked at each other. They always find time to really look for each other, to reach out. You was telling me a story about what wolves. The wolves are like that, right?
Dang, you almost forgot about that.
That is in the animal world.
Speaking of wolves, this is a comparison. Do you know wolves? You know wolves. The animals, like the dogs. Do you know how wolves, how respectful they are with their mate? Do you know a wolf, if they have a mate, they be with that mate for life. And the only time that wolf will mess with another mate, they loyal. They don't cheat, if that makes any sense to you. They don't cheat on their mates. Only time that wolf will mess with another mate is if their mate dies. And then even if they die, they go into mourning for months before they even mess with someone new. When it comes to the parents, when the parents get old and can't hunt no more and they stay in a den, they very respectful. They bring the food to the parents all the time. It's as if a wolf know his purpose, his and her purpose in life. And their whole purpose in life is the respect of the family and to keep the pride together. They know exactly, no matter what, they don't get off their course. Even if a wolf is raised by a human and a human treats them as with respect, they loyal. They very loyal. They will put their life on the line, just like a dog, because it is a breed of dog, different breed of dog. They very loyal. They will put their life on the line. Like you will see a wolf parents, let's say the wolf mom is in trouble, she's too old to fight back. The young wolf will they will stand in between their moms and the other danger, whatever the danger is, and like they will put their life on the line and die for their moms or the grandparents, whatever. That's how loyal they are. Now you look at that and you look at humans. You see how easily we are distracted. How easily, it's the title of the video, so disrespectful, how parents and grandparents are often forgotten. See how easily granddad, grandma get older and all of a sudden they ain't got no money for you no more. You feel like, I have no use for grandma and granddad. And that's the real truth. See, some people don't want to put it out there like that, but that's the real truth. Because I guarantee you, if granddad and grandma was giving money every week or had some type of money to anytime they get in trouble, who do they call? They go call granddad. Like I said, how about the grandparent? Oh, got the grandson out of jail. Refinanced the house, put the other one through college. Had the other one staying at the house. See, they could get something. But the moment that it's like, look, come on now, come on. Just spend some time with it. Oh, you forget. So I like she brought up the wolves because when I was reading the whole thing on wolves, I was so impressed. Like, man, they are loyal to one another. I never knew that. They never cheat unless one dies, and it takes them months to get over it. Just like as well as they do in the pack, whenever you see a wolf by themselves, they struggle because they know they need. I need a family. I need a pack.
And in reality, in life, the reality is we always need somebody. We as humans,
Let's stop trying to use one another.
Yes, we need each other. Not only use them when you need something, but use them for the warmth of love and be able to sit down for at least 5-10 minutes or take a whole day. Because when the grandkids and the kids were growing up, the parents and the grandparents devoted themselves. They totally devoted, make sure they stand right next to them to make sure that they weren't
in every
sick.
way. Nurturing, financially,
everything.
Emotionally, everything. But then all of a sudden, y'all forget about granddad and grandma.
They spit them out like they're worthless, and it's very hurtful because it's the same. It's like
now you ain't no grandparent, but I can hear the hurt in your voice because you know we've seen it all too often. I don't care if it's just a movie. We've seen it all too often. It's like, damn, yo, they act like they don't even care about what's that show was about? Queen Sugar. See how the father, he was lonely, but he didn't want to beg his kids. He was calling.
Yeah.
Remember, and they was always like, we busy. And then all of a sudden he died. And now everybody's like, I didn't know he was going through this. Oh, I didn't know granddad was going through this. I didn't know my dad. Yeah, everybody was so-called busy. Now he gone, everybody want to boo-hoo. Hey, but we ain't gonna keep it too long. But the main emphasis, what I would say in closing, cherish them grandparents while they're here. I love those videos I've showed you a couple of times when it'd be a whole bunch of family members. Especially when it'd be a whole bunch, it'd be like 12 to 20 people. They'd surprise grandma or granddad, and they ring the bell at night, and she's like, "What are y'all doing?" She go, and then they go, "Oh, we come over we're gonna spend the night with you, grandma." And she's like, "Yeah, we are." And they go like, "All of y'all, yeah, we bought sleeping bags and stuff like that." It's wonderful. I love when I see stuff like that. We're going to spend the night with you. We're all going to spend time with you. Matter of fact, they didn't give her roses. We're going to give you your roses while you're alive, Grandma. Granddad, we'll give you roses.
And even
I love that.
But even let's just say you got kids that they complain that their grandparents are so boring.
Like that
or
commercial.
Their parents are boring. Well, then make it your job to make it fun.
Exactly.
Make it fun for them. You will be surprised. You will be surprised at how much fun can grandpa and grandma be so fun.
Remember the other video I showed you that guy?
Even your parents.
The other video I showed you that guy. That lady, she's elderly, but he got a Nerf gun, the sponge gun, and he be going around the house shooting his grandmother. And the grandmother plays the game. She trying to dodge the bullet, but she could barely move. And then he shot her, and she fell in the bed like, oh, I guarantee you. That grandmother looked for her grandson all the time. Yeah. If she ain't seen him in one day, she'd be like, I ain't seen my baby in a day. How my baby doing? Because I bet you that's her lifeline. That keep her going. And you see that one day she had her guns all in the house, all Nerf guns. Yeah. When he came, she's like, I'm ready for you. See, she looking for him. Like, he keep me going. That's probably the most exciting thing to that lady. Yeah. And that's what they be wanting. Just show me attention. Don't act like I'm some old painting on the wall that you done forgot about. I'm some old pictures in the basement on the attic y'all just totally forgot about. Because you only want to take. But you don't know how to give love, and love is free. Yeah, even with the kids, and you got parents, they even take, they pay for your phone. It's a reason why they get you a phone so you can be safe, and in case you need anything when you're out there. But don't ignore your parents because you look at them in the phone, it's like, I'll handle it later. Ooh, and it's like, oh, wow. That's how it's important for your parent, but when you need something, you sweating them. So get that habit and make sure you give attention to your parents and your grandparents, because one day you will grow old and you will feel the same way, the way you're treating your grandparents and your parents. So in closing, respect them while they're here, because you're going to miss them when they gone. You're going to wish there was so much you shoulda, woulda, coulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda did. Exactly. Anything for you? The same. Yeah? Same thing. All right, y'all. Peace.